The easiest way to stay committed to behaviors that drive the type of leadership that you want every day is by practice. And I wish that there was some easier way to do it, but anything that is consciously done eventually becomes unconscious, when then it becomes habit, and then it becomes a cultural expectation. And so the number one thing you have to do is you have to identify one core value to begin with, identify the question that will drive living that value every day, and then make a disciplined effort at the very beginning, the same way you do with physical fitness, the same way you do with a new job, is every single day you commit to making sure you work on it a little bit more. So that's one question every day tied to one core value. That's how you start. And repetition breeds habit. Habit breeds cultural expectations. And cultural expectations, they're the most powerful controlling force on the planet. That's why we talk about culture so much when it comes to organizations, because cultural expectations, the pressure that is put on people within the organization to behave a certain way without them realizing it, that's culture. It is the expectations that control our behavior without us even thinking about it. It controls what we say, what we do, to what we aspire, of what we're ashamed. And so the more decisions in your organization that are driven by cultural expectations instead of rules, policies, and procedures, the better off you're going to be. And my work is trying to figure out and trying to teach people through this behavioral psychology approach how to actually turn that conscious effort that you start at first into unconscious drive that actually pushes you every day to behave the way that you want to. So it's not just about avoiding relapse, it's about making it instinct. And that only happens through repetition. I had an amazing couple of CEOs. They were co-CEOs, and they told me something that was so simple, but I'd never really thought about before. And that was, if you suck at something and you don't want to suck anymore, you got to practice. And it was such a simple reality. If you suck and you don't want to suck, you practice. And the number one way you keep from relapsing when it comes to your leadership is you make your leadership into actions that can fit into a busy day. And then what you do is you start with a manageable set of expectations for yourself. You put the question that you're asking yourself every day. So for instance, impact. What have I done today to recognize someone else's leadership? If I ask that question every day, I'm going to have impact every time I recognize someone else's leadership, because leadership's on a pedestal. And when I say to you, I see something in you that this world values, nobody walks away not feeling better off for that. So if you can discipline yourself to find an answer to that question every day, your brain will drive you to find it. And then you're going to engage in behavior that's going to make your career, your organization, and your life better. But you have to be conscious of it, and you have to learn a process that you can practice. My job is to help people learn the process.